Welcome and thank you for joining me today again on Global Eyes News Television. Today we'll be bringing you happenings both locally and internationally. But before we jump start, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and also share your views and opinions in the comment section. And also don't forget to tell us how to improve on this channel and to serve you much more better. Now let's get back to bringing you happenings locally and internationally. The United States has banned the abortion of pregnancy above 15 weeks. The Supreme Court made a judgment on Friday where a judgment that was written by Justice Samuel Alito, where a long-time law that gives women the privilege and the right to abortion was revised, and a fundamental amendment was made where it was randomly agreed and delivered that pregnancy above 15 weeks can no longer be aborted in the United States. Of course, it was a judgment that has generated a lot of concern, where United Nations activist Michelle has raised protests against the judgment. Michelle noted that the judgment was against women, and it is an attempt to withhold the rights of women from them. Of course, she noted that the fundamental human rights of the United States women is being trampled upon, hence hampering gender equality. The protest, which has generated lots of concern, raised an opinion from both Boris Johnson of the United Kingdom, Joe Biden of the United States, and of course the Prime Minister of Canada, Justice. They have both raised concern in condemnation of the judgment. Boris Johnson noted that it was a judgment of setback and backwardness on the side of the United States. Of course, Joe Biden also have expressed his negative notion towards the judgment. Joe Biden noted that it will, in a polarized nation where birth rates and the growing number of people is being controlled. Of course, he expressed a great concern over the judgment and calling for the reversal of it. Of course, the Canadian Prime Minister Justice has also raised concern and expressed his sympathy with the affected persons in the United States, with the women most especially. Of course, you would agree with me that considering the high rate of population globally, this judgment is not a welcome one at all. It's a judgment meant to bring us backward. Of course, this judgment should better remain in the United States, because here in Nigeria, of course, a lot of issues has been raised concerning the reduction and control of birth rate. Bringing this kind of judgment to Nigeria would mean we generate a whole lot of a negative expression. Of course, it's our earnest prayer that this judgment be reversed, because it will not tell well with the population and population growth of the United States women. Recently, we saw a video circulated by Easterblock Nigeria where a motorist were seen sending children who were begging him on errands to their parents to stop giving birth. A video which generated a lot of concern online. A clear notion that parents should be encouraged to give birth to children who they can cater
if na rich as Mona call na papa mama come palo. Mona tell them say make them again. Make them not dey born again. For this stuff I wanna do so does carry the newborn baby, make it 6 months, they go put her for street. Tell mommy not the game, we don't time for this offer.
Yeah, that's how it is.
You dey hear me? You dey laugh. Go ask. Tell your mommy say this also don't tell her. Say mommy not the
stigma of being outspokenly anti-abortion. But wondering if they would ever make it to this day. We did it. A lot of efforts matter. Your efforts have been seen around the world. People will tell you that today is about women's rights. But nothing could be further from the truth. Today is a day when the highest court in the land ends 49.5 years of sanctioned violence, of horrific discrimination against children and their mothers. It was never empowering to tell a woman that her freedom could be bought with the blood of her child. It was never empowering to say that discovering a child was health care. It was never empowering to tell our generation that the unique superpower was to bring a child into the world and then snuff them out of existence. Today, that status quo has changed. So what do we do now? First, we celebrate. We have to appreciate the 50 years that got us here today. We have to celebrate the children, the 880 children who will not die today, who will not die tomorrow at the hands of the abortion industry. We have to celebrate the legacy of the original gentlemen.
This is a great day.
Women's lives are so this is something that's never been done in the history of abortion before. Today's the day to celebrate what you do on campuses and high schools across the country, supporting pregnant and parenting women.
You seem emotional.
And then tomorrow, we go out. We go out to our communities and we do our work. We show America that no woman stands alone in a post-war America.
It's at the end. We are dancing on the
We put this nation back together again. We transform our culture as the one that respects every human life, no matter their level of aptitude, no matter their location, no matter what happened in life they were conceived. We go out and say, because you are human, you matter. Because you are human, you have value. All of you will go back to your states tomorrow, and you will rush to your capitals, and you will demand that your legislators protect life and life. And then you will go to the streets while the other side drives to the windows, while the other side drives to the windows. We will go to the
They just went down.
freedom in this country. When laws for women and girls around the world need to rise. We need to fill these streets now, today, tonight, going forward every day. Thousands, tens of thousands, millions of us coming back again and again until the U.S. government at the federal level restores nationwide legal abortion on demand and without apology. We will not go back, and the future is being decided. I see your tears, I feel your grief, I know your fear. This is a horror, this is a nightmare, this is unbridled hatred of women, disregard for half of humanity. But we have power. We have power if we stand up, if we fight back right now while this shot is wrong, while millions are feeling it. We need to reach them. We need to get them in these streets. We need to stand the hell up right now. We need to demand the revolution.
I wonder what, we are here to get excited about this.
We're so tired of this. They have no right to take our rights away like this. This is something that 80% of Americans did not want to happen. 80% of Americans supported Roe being national law. And they did it anyway. This Supreme Court is supposed to belong to us. It's supposed to be the people's court, and we can't even go on the sidewalk in front of it. What does that say about how scared they are? Because they know that what they're doing is wrong. They know that what they're doing is not the will of the people. And this country is supposed to run off of the will of the people. I'm 21 and I'm terrified. I'm from Texas. Abortion has been 6 weeks, and it has been since last September. Women have already died. Women have already been arrested for having miscarriages in Texas. And I'm exhausted. We're all exhausted. We've been out fighting this fight for months, something that people didn't think was actually going to happen. But we're going to be here all day, all night, all day, all night. And we need millions of people across this country to come out and join us in the streets and show them that we're not going to stand for this and shut this fucking country down.
How did you feel when the decision came out?
Shock. I was in the middle of an interview and I heard them cheering and I just knew. And I'm not defeated. We're going to be fighting back.
Women are not free anywhere. Women are not free. This ruling was illegitimate. It must not be accepted. And people in this country need to stand up now, fill these streets, and demand that the U.S. government at the federal level restore nationwide legal abortion. They have the power to do it, but we have to force their hand. We need to fill these streets in mass, non-violent, sustained resistance. Years ago, Mario Savio, a leader in the free speech movement at Berkeley, he said, "There is a time when the workings of the machine become so odious, make you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even tacitly take part, and you've got to put your bodies upon the gears, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus of the machine, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to those who own it and those that run it that unless you're free, their machine will be prevented from working at all." This is what we must do right now. We need to make clear through mass, sustained, non-violent protest and struggle that we will sooner bring the gears of this society to a grinding halt than to go along with forced motherhood and female enslavement. Now is the time to rise. Now is the time to stand up. Now is the time to rise up for abortion rights, to demand and win the reversal of this illegitimate ruling. The Supreme Court is illegitimate. This ruling is illegitimate. There is no legitimacy to dragging history 50 years backwards. There is no legitimacy to unleashing the state to hijack women's bodies, to treat their wombs like sites of surveillance and crime scenes. This court is illegitimate, and its ruling must never be respected. It must be reversed. The people in this country need to rise up in non-violent, sustained struggle to demand and win the reversal from the federal government to restore legal abortion on demand and without apology across across this country. This is the demand. This is what is needed. This is reasonable. This is the bare minimum. And it is up to the people to rise and make that a reality. Now is the time. Come into these streets of D.C. Come out tonight. Flood the streets across this country, not just today, but tomorrow and the next day, again and again, in growing numbers. Bring everybody you know. Because if we let this decision stand, it will put a stain on all of society and our conscience. It will shatter the lives of women. It will foreclose women and girls' lives. This will bring a barbaric nightmare. And it will not stop with half the states banning abortion. They are going for a federal abortion ban. They are coming for birth control across this country. They are coming for the rights of LGBTQ people. And yes, they are coming not just for black history, but for black people. Let's rise now. We have to draw the line now. This fascist Supreme Court and its fascist, theocratic, woman-hating ruling is illegitimate. It is illegitimate. It is illegitimate. It is illegitimate, and it must not stand. We need to rise up. We need to demand the reversal from the federal level, from the U.S. government, that they restore nationwide abortion, legal abortion, safe abortion, accessible abortion, on demand and without apology across this country. Right now.
Hey.
Walk out of your job. Come to D.C. Stop what you are doing. Fill these streets. No business as usual. No business as usual. Non-violent, disrupt, shut down, get in these streets, and do not stop. Rise up for abortion rights.
Rise up! Rise up! Rise up for abortion rights, for abortion rights, rise up! Rise up! Rise up for abortion rights, for abortion rights, rise up! Rise up! Rise up for abortion rights, for abortion rights, rise up!
Rise up!
Rise up for abortion rights, for abortion rights, rise up!
Rise up!
Rise up for abortion rights, for abortion rights, rise up! Rise up for abortion rights, for abortion rights, rise up!
The whole world is watching! The whole world is watching!
The whole world's watching! The whole world's watching! The whole world's watching! The whole world's watching! The whole world's watching! The whole world's watching!
The whole world is watching. They need to see us filling these streets and rising up for abortion rights. When I say Supreme Court, you say illegitimate. Supreme Court?
Illegitimate!
Security has been enhanced here.
Here we go. I gotta find one.
For abortion is a personal attack on a pro-lifer. You might want to rethink your decision. If your best defense against a pro-lifer is a personal, then you probably ought to rethink your position.
To establish justice within the city gates, and perhaps the Lord, the God of hope, be gracious on the remnant of Joseph.
That wraps our press conference, but we have a whole bunch of college students coming over to do a dance party right here. Because this is a day of celebration for the pro-life generation. We haven't been working on this as long as others have. Like Teresa said, we're standing on the shoulders of giants who've come before us and paved the way. But this is the end of 50 years of federal abortion. This is the end, and we are celebrating the end, and we're celebrating a new beginning where every woman
who finds herself in a crisis, unexpected pregnancy, will have the resources she needs to be empowered to choose life. We are ready to stand with her, journey with her, so that she can be a mother, finish her education, be a mother, pursue her career. Children are not a hindrance to our goals.
Now back to Nigeria, our local news. Ike Ekweremadu still making the news over and over again over his conspiracy with his wife in child trafficking to the UK and a possible harvesting of a sensitive organ. Of course, it has been Ike Ekweremadu who has been in the news for negative reasons lately. Has tried as much as possible to defend the allegation, even if it was reported that he has been denied bail. He and his wife precisely was denied bail by the court, a matter which is still under investigation. It was also reported that the said victim of the case has been rescued and in safe condition by the UK authorities. Of course, many allies of one political affiliates of Ike Ekweremadu has been going about circulating various information, noting that the Ike Ekweremadu informed appropriate authority before the said victim was exported for the kidney transplant. It was also reported that Ike Ekweremadu's daughter was having a kidney problem, an issue that prompted Ike Ekweremadu, according to report, and his wife to export the victim to UK for the kidney transplant. Of course, it was later gathered that the said victim's kidney didn't rhyme with that of her daughter, and of course, which later thwarted the effort. It was also gathered that issues begin to emanate after the said victim ran away from the custody of Ike Ekweremadu's supervision to other United States authority, where he later reported the event with the notion that he himself don't want to return back to Nigeria. Of course, it was gathered that his quest to remain in the United Kingdom was a major factor that raised all of this concern. However, many Nigerians has raised concern that Ike Ekweremadu should pay dearly for this allegation, because he has been in the Senate for quite a number of years, and we have always lauded them to fix this country. If possibly, Nigeria has noted that if possibly he fixed a befitting hospital in Enugu, where is the state where he hails from, it would have been wise for the transplant to be carried out in his country home here in Nigeria, if he had actually erected a befitting and a standardized hospital here in Nigeria, considering his number of years in government. Many Nigerians have said he should remain in the custody of the UK authorities if found guilty of these charges. It will also serve as a great lesson to other Nigerian politicians who has refused to fix this country and continue to do us great harm and sabotage the development of our nation. Ike Ekweremadu should, as a matter of fact, a lot of persons who are trying so hard to justify this case and pray for the fast freedom of Ike Ekweremadu and his beloved wife Beatrice in this case. Of course, we pray that justice be served, so that if Ike Ekweremadu is at the end of the day found guilty, justice should be served. Or not guilty, justice should be served, irrespective of what turns out to be the final resolution of the case.